Guys, we're trying to come back. We got disconnected. Internet crashed. I think chess.com sabotaged me. Bolt Blixton. Oh, Bolt Blixton, what? He got a forfeit win. I don't know why Requin would enter when it's late and he probably can't play. I've never seen too often he could play in this. The players from India, it's really late. I'm not going to talk about the evil chess site anymore. They crashed my stream. They're probably half the viewers in my stream anyway. I would only have 15 normally if it wasn't for their bot viewers that I export over. Alright, no, seriously. Seriously, people. You gotta beat me here. Not quite as strong a tournament as it's been in the past couple weeks. We've had some really monster ones. My Simul was a little bit weaker on Sunday. I managed to skate through without losing. With only one really close call. I think everyone's kind of on holiday. Orban is watching. No, he's got Pegasus software on my phone. Alright. I don't know if it's infected my computer yet. I don't know if it spreads from your phone to your computer. Bolt Blixton. I'm not an opposition. Opposition operative or something. But who knows? Bolt Blixton, Sicilian, Caro Khan. Yeah, my mind is not fresh tonight. We had a good Sunday. We drew our tournament game against a strong player. We were undefeated in the Sunday Simul. Now, I don't remember what happened Monday. I was just talking about this with somebody today. Android is Linux based. Ah. You guessed right that I don't have an Apple iPhone. Alright. No, he's playing the proper move now. Yeah, we had this before, okay. Let's try G6. I usually play Knight F6, but we played exactly the same variation with him last time, so try to mix it up. I don't know. I think my internet's been a little dodgy tonight. I don't think there's any conspiracy. Probably just a lot of people home, you know. Maybe less people working because of Christmas, holidays. No, it's probably not surprising if internet, like, quality goes down a little bit. More people visiting for the holidays. I wouldn't be surprised if the bandwidth is worse or something. I went to the market today to buy like meat, and it was like the longest line. I felt like I was in the Soviet Union in the 80s or something. There was like one meat stall in the live market. Because of the pandemic, a lot of these places have closed down. I had to wait like half an hour to buy meat. It's hard for a capitalist. Bishop f4. So I'd rather do without bishop g7 if possible. Yes? Yes? Please? You have me on low volume. What does that mean? What do you mean? Man, I'm just groggy. I have like, what's the word again? Brain fog. Brain fog. Yeah, Hikaru on lichess. Crazy, huh? So he's not like doing it under a secret account or something? Does is it a requirement for Agadamator's tournament that you be like, you know, non-secret? I don't know. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. That's a quote that I don't know where it was originated. It was repeated, of course, famously in Nirvana. One of Nirvana's songs. Yeah. Take it from Bobby Fischer. I'm not interesting enough. Spy on me. Bobby Fischer was. I wouldn't be surprised if the CIA had somebody keeping tabs on Fischer while he was in Budapest. I mean, it's completely conceivable. Completely conceivable. But I really think, you know, they didn't care that much. To be honest. It's also like ego. He owed the IRS some money. It's like big deal. Or whatever, you know. And not like he was like in the Interpol's 10 Most Wanted or something. When you have a big ego, you think the world like revolves around you, you know. I guess a lot of paranoid people think they're so important that someone's out to get them. Alright. I did look at lines like this a little while back. Who was it I saw a game by? Friedman? It was Friedman's Vigentsev. There was a nice game between those guys. I like Zvagintsev. He's a very creative player. He was a student of Dvoretsky. I met him and Dvoretsky in the United States. I took a couple of lessons with Dvoretsky, and I got to play with Vigentsev and Mark in a blitz tournament. I think I split with Dvoretsky and lost 1.5 a half against Zvagintsev. But he's a creative player. I like his approach to the openings. Lots of interesting ideas. So this is the idea here. I'm willing to like delay the development of bishop on g7, so I don't waste time with that, and I can trade off that bishop on f4. Even though it's my good bishop and it's his bad bishop. He had some game with Friedman basically exactly like this, and black was fine, but he went on to lose anyway. But I thought that black's opening was completely okay. I mean, black's not better here. And I'm not sure if this is the exact position, although it might be. I've never really played this line much. A friend of mine who used to stream on lichess, Spinal Tap Chess, he's usually up late at night. International Master Tom Bartel. I think he used to play a lot of Caro-Kann, bishop f5, g6 line. He might have wrote a Chessable. I don't know if anyone knows that. I think Tom might have done something on this opening. But I don't really follow Chessable stuff. Alright, so knight e5 looks like an issue. I would normally want to bring my knight here, but he's coming with knight e5. I can't take if he plays knight e5. I could play something else like knight d7, but I'd rather not that. Not establishes a knight on e5. I'd rather not allow him to establish a knight on e5 in the first place. I have double pawns, but every time you have double pawns, you have an open file, right? What am I going to do? Castle queenside? No, not in this position. I'm getting the F out of here. We're going to go kingside. I hope this isn't a blunder. The elf on the shelf. Bo Blixton has used a lot of time. But that's good. You know, good time management requires you use time. If he's good with increment, it's not a problem. Zell Poker, he's good with increment. I'm a little bit worried about knight g5. But I guess if knight g5, I have h6. I was just reminded of Excel Poker because, you know, like Bull Blixen, he's willing to use his time, where a lot of people won't get into that time pressure. But I'd rather get in time pressure than get a bad position. No, I like creativity, cooking rooks. So Vagansev, he played knight a3 against the Sicilian. He has interesting ideas for black. I like his style. You know, he's not like a super GM, but he's close. Of course, he's not a kid anymore. I met him when he was younger. But a good player. Yeah, I really respect creativity. So what are we doing here? Yeah, I mean, Bolplix is just Mr. Solid. What I don't really like is f4 necessarily. I mean, I don't like him playing f4 at some point. We got some cheapos for you. Yeah, I see. I'm not really digging f4 for him. Now I can play f6. F6 or h6. If h6, either of these moves will weaken my king side, but I think I need to play one or the other. I mean, either of these moves will weaken something long term. I don't really know which is better. The h6 is less weakening overall. h6 weakens one square. This is something that Dave Grigo, a very strong player from New England who unfortunately passed away at the beginning of this year, shockingly, Dave pointed out, I remember he was teaching a beginner some general principle. When you play h6, you weaken one square. When you play g6 or any pawn other than the rook pawn, you're weakening two squares. When you play f6, you weaken e6 and g6. I mean, I know it seems obvious to a lot of people, but... Alright. Now we have a problem. Some funky variations here that I don't really like. Rook g8, queen h5, rook g7, knight g5. And I'm like frozen, and I can't defend h6. That's a very unpleasant little move there. I can put my king on g7. It's really bizarre. Don't love it. So what if I play king h7, queen h5, queen d8 or something like that? There's also rook g8, queen f8. This looks really strange. I feel like I'm getting myself in trouble. I probably am. Queen f8 is not really ideal. Damn, he's just like doesn't care. He's like, whatever, dude. I'm just gonna hang out. Alright, that move kind of undermines my f4. That's truly annoying. Truly annoying. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. E4, C5, knight A3. This is truly annoying. I have to take. It's not really what I wanted. Really close to getting myself in trouble here. He could have tried knight G5 there. So he can still try it. Pawn takes leaves me with a horribly weak pawn. I mean, his play positionally is great. I really feel like I played to his strength here in this game. Wow, that's a surprise. He was swapping all the pieces and suddenly he stopped. Just when I thought he was swapping all the pieces off. He's not interested in swapping anymore. Dude, where's the time? I got disconnected. The clock isn't running. Oh! Lichess is down. Agadmador, what did you do? You broke lichess with your tournament. Oh my god. That sucks. He broke lichess with his tournament? He broke my tournament too. Too much prize. Too much prize, not too many though. I know, he holds his tournament when I'm streaming and doing my Pawnda tournament. Like, dude. Who runs this tournament without telling me? Damn it, you have that move. Are you serious? King G4 there would have allowed me, what? Not to make progress? What just happened? He really lost it? I almost lost on time, like... Not taking his draw, but this is stupid. Of course I should never win. Alright, lucky. Obviously it's a draw. Like, the easiest draw, of course, is King G4. It's kind of funny. Here, King G4. Because there's no way for me to make progress. Could have been a mouse slip. I mean, I assume everything's a draw, right? He just goes over. Yeah, I mean, he just goes... He goes over here. King E3. King G5. You know, I can't win. King F3. No, that's crazy. At least we're back. Or not. Uh-oh. Down again. He's down again. We're down again. Thank you, Agad Mator. You're the best, dude. He's got so much funding for his Blitz tournament that they probably, like, hackers have, like, breached lichess and, like, they've held it ransom or something. Lichess will be ransom, forced to pay a $50,000 ransom to get the site back online or something. Yeah, well, that sucks, man. Tournament is destroyed. I mean, that's very deadly for a bullet game. Looks like they're really trying to stay alive here. Pretty brutal to have a tournament with like 1,000 players and 3 prizes. That's not the way the prize structure works in the real world. Black screen. Game started. Uh-oh. Does that mean I'm playing you, Oms? I got black screen. Are we back? We're back. You gotta get Oms out of book. You gotta have 10 prizes. I mean, it's weird to have 3 prizes. We have a tournament with that many players. That's kind of stupid. But whatever. It's your tournament, it's your rules. You make the prizes. I mean, people like me just wouldn't even play. Oh, right. Now I remember what I'm doing. It's the Elephant Gambit. My clock is on. So this is my new thing. Reversed Elephant Gambit. With extra A3. Improved Elephant. I'm going to do a Chessable course on it. Force everyone to buy it. 3 AM defense with black. Reverse Elephant with white. Wow, Knight C6. What is that? That's a new move. That is a new move, sir. So what's the best way to react to this? We have lots of options, I guess. At least Ahms is out of book. He knows his stuff pretty well. It almost feels like I'm playing the Ponziani, but it's not. It's like a really demented Ponziani. The dyslexic Ponziani. So pawn takes pawn. Bishop c5, bishop c4. Bishop takes f2 check. I don't know, man. I'm out of my mind. He'll get there. So bishop c4 or queen d5. Queen d5. Queen d5. Queen d5, bishop takes f2 check. King d1. How does this compare to the Ponziani? Queen d5, bishop takes f2 check. Yeah. The Ponziani. Right, because we have Pawnda. Exactly. It's the Ponziani. That's cool. The Pawnda Ziani. It sounds Italian. We're deep in preparation here. In the Pawnda Ziani. Ponziani. When Mr. Huffy comes back, we can have a poll to name this opening the Pawnda Ziani or the Ponziani. Ponziani's a little smoother. The other possibility is bishop c4. Would give my king the e2 square without blocking the bishop. I mean, I have the e2 square anyway, or the f1 square. Both, even. The same in the Ponziani. You have the option to play bishop c4 or queen d5. I'm sure that Ahms's move knight c6 is not the optimal answer against the Ponziani. The best move is probably like knight takes e4 or possibly pawn takes pawn. I think maybe the engine preferred pawn takes pawn. Can't remember now. So if I have a pawn on c3, this is literally a Ponziani. With the pawn on a3, that's a Ponziani. This is a Ponziani. Whatever it is, we're breaking a record for viewers tonight. Between crashing twice in the Agad Mator, why do I even bother? Why does the guy clear his tournaments through me in the first place? Okay, so yeah, I mean, I guess you go king d1, I guess. We can't have our bishop blocked, right? Can't have that. But I keep trying to think of, like, what's the difference between c3 and a3. It seems like in a c3 type of scenario, my king has the c2 square, which is an advantage. The only advantage here, I don't know. Like, I could theoretically put my knight on c3, but that doesn't do a whole lot. But frankly, I don't know this variation in the normal Panziani. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. So what do you do here? Bishop d3? He's gonna break out, man. He's got d6 if I do that. Bishop c4 threatens mate and probably forces him to defend. Probably. I keep trying to think what's the difference between a3 and c3. It'd be great to put my knight on c3, but it just gets hacked off. Although maybe I should do that anyway. Maybe it is an advantage in some way. There goes the structure. Knight c3, knight takes c3, b takes c. My king is just happy, just chilling in the middle of the board here. What's a little structural destruction? A little structural destruction never hurt anybody. My king's perfectly safe. I have good control of the center. Who loves you, baby? Go Jack. Now I'm saying white owns the center here. World Loser said that I'm... What was his words? I play solid. Look at that. Bishop g5. He doesn't want me to play bishop g5. Can you imagine that? That's not nice. Can't believe you're going to prevent me from playing that. That's just not fair. Totally unfair. Darn. Okay, rook f1 has to be a good move. Or does it? Let's phrase this a different way. It can't be a bad move, right? And now... he's Mr. Solid. If I had played a4 to play like bishop a3, he would have played that anyway. So it doesn't matter. Knight d4, hitting f5. At least I don't have to worry about queen h4 check. Knight d4 is pretty interesting. I really don't know what else to do. Is this a good move or a blunder? Queen e5. This would enable me to play bishop e3. Enabling. enablement. But I'm playing, I know Om's like absolutely insane chaos. Just kidding. He's a very classical player. Because you're learning a new opening. The Pawnda Arena. Now you have a matching opening to go with the 3am defense. Pawnda Arena. Rapid Arena. Swiss, sorry. So Om's, the wild man that he is, settled on g6. Sensible decision. Knight b5, king d8 is always possible. So now I have bishop e3. It's not that simple. Rook e1. But the center is pretty good. What would Asterbate do? Now time starts to run out on me. I want to sack a rook. Rook takes f5. It's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay, so this was my big idea. Glorified cheapo. Wow. I don't have anything here. I guess he's gonna sack his queen. Can I castle queenside? It's not so easy. Alright. Yeah. Not a convincing game. That was fun, though. It was fun. It's winning now. Yeah, I had no idea. That was one of the weirder games I've played in a long time. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun. Have a little fun and try to play, in a style that maybe the opponent doesn't like that much. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like my attack was unsound, but I'm not sure. It's difficult to say, I'll have fun analyzing that later. At least it was entertaining. But Ams's repertoire is really well worked out and like very hard to surprise him. So I figured I might as well play something crazy than go into what he knows pretty well. I think he has an advantage in the lines where he's well prepared. No, I mean I think unsound openings have a place in like rapid chess. You can't play the Elephant Gambit or the e4 knight h6 like I play in a long game, but you can probably get away with it in rapid. It's even possibly advantageous. 2a3. Yeah, e4, e5, a3. Probably black should play d5. But I'm not so sure, actually. It's interesting. Not a lot of territory, explored there. Sinat said he would be filled with horror. Tal would laugh. Alright. In regards to what, Uber driver? My opening? You spoke to Sinat? Alright, now this is a guy I don't necessarily want chaos. We don't necessarily want chaos, because usually World Loser's kind of dealing chaos himself. We want more sound strategy against World Loser. I didn't even see the standings, by the way. I have no idea. I know that I'm in first place, but I'm not sure who's in second. Always every round I have the longest game. I really got to make the breaks like 3 minutes instead of 2. Oh, that's bad, Dr. Chip Chance. And even then, I'm not sure. They can always bring him back to life. You can defrost him like the. I just bought the original short story from The Thing. That was written in like the 40s. That they made into the movie. I've never read the actual book. They can defrost Voldemort, no problem. Well, I guess he was never... The problem for Voldemort is that he was never frozen in the first place. That does raise some problems. I never read all the Harry Potter books, so I'm not sure, actually. What's going on with Voldemort? If he wasn't frozen in the first place, we could have some issues. But if he was frozen, we're in good shape. We can always bring him back to life. Alright, World Loser. He's playing just a traditional Kolnowski sort of thing. Early b3, early b6. g6, d5, don't like it. So I'll take. Always take. I had it from a good source. And now, if you don't play d5, you better play e6. That's what I say. If you don't play d5, you better play e6 here, because this is kind of annoying. Although maybe if I play g6 and he plays d5, I can just play e6. e6 is objectively the best move, I guess. I just don't know. Well, we can always play e6 next move. It's not a London system. I feel like World Loser would be stronger playing e4. But I don't think he likes memorizing lots of theory. But he plays the Najdorf for black, so... You could play d4 aggressively. A lot of the best players in history were playing both. You know, Spassky, Alekhine, so many players. But there's some people on the stream who I feel like would be scarier if they played e4. Alright. So what do I see here? Knight takes d5. Principled. Check. Very nice. Is this a problem for me? Seriously? Like knight c6, knight e5, rook c8 could be a problem. And knight d7 is definitely bad. We'll have to play the move order carefully. The move order. Well, Cookie Rook's theory can't be escaped completely. But in rapid chess or faster time controls, you know, it's impossible to play perfectly. So gambling, you know, with offbeat stuff works better in a time control like this. Okay, so bishop c4, I didn't expect that. Interesting idea. I guess I have to play knight d7 now. Damn, he just instantly played knight c3. So what do I do with that? Knight takes. Knight takes and bishop g7. Knight takes. Bishop takes, bishop g7. Mikhail Tal does not play bishop takes f7 check here. But World Loser is welcome to. Okay, now that's rather serious. Castles d5. Not really a big deal necessarily. Now I can play e6. But I think this is more compact. Maybe this is a mistake. I could have played bishop b7. He's 3 minutes ahead on the clock. That's absurd. Wow, you're sacrificing g2? I need a really good reason not to take that. I'm gonna need to see your driver's license. I'm gonna need to see a really good reason not to take this. I'm gonna need to see your driver's license, sir. When in doubt, just make an arbitrary move. But this is important. Wow. Alright, screw that then. I was trying to be a nice guy and trade queens, but if you don't want to cooperate... Yeah, why did I play like that? Oh, okay. What happened? Takes here, queen takes there. Yeah, I played like an idiot here. I don't know, did I? Did I play like an idiot or not? I don't really see any alternative. I think I have to repeat these moves, or I'm probably losing. Can theory be escaped? I wanted to play rook d8, but I realized my f7 pawn is hanging, and bishop takes e5, I probably miscalculated, but I thought he has bishop f8. So I don't see anything better than doing this, essentially. Queen d6, I have rook d8 now. Wow. Is this really a draw? Or is he missing something? Damn, it's like really a draw. We literally have to repeat moves here. Only queen d7. And I have to play knight f6 or I lose. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of possibilities. Like, there were definitely a lot of possibilities before. Maybe one of us was winning. I'm sure one of us was winning, but I don't know who. So the final position, at least, it's a fair result. I mean, I was down to 10 seconds. I'm lucky I didn't blunder something stupid here. Good game. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how correct it was, but at least the final position was correct. Yeah, you could have gambled and tried to win, but I think you're... What are you going to do? You're going to have to play rook takes f6. You could play rook takes f6. Did you see it? You can play rook takes f6. You know, when I go knight f6, you play rook f6, bishop f6, bishop f8, queen a7, and now bishop takes e5. Yeah, you're probably slightly better there, but I mean, it's a really high percentage chance I have a perpetual because your king safety is not great. You know, I'm okay there, even though I'm down a pawn. Your king is open and your e5 pawn is loose. I don't know. Maybe there's some way, you know, that's the only way to try to win for white. But yeah, that was well played. I think I missed like bishop h1 earlier. I shouldn't have taken my bishop off the long diagonal. Or I mean, I shouldn't have played bishop d5. I shouldn't have taken my queen off the long diagonal. Acerbate in the last round. Yes. Yes. Here we are, the classic last round battle. It has been a while, bro. It has been a while. Oh, if only Acerbate plays. Can we play the Elephant Gambit? We'll try to play the Elephant Gambit against the Sicilian. Elephant Gambit reversed. Sicilian variation. This is not a Mora Gambit. This is an Elephant Sicilian. It's not the same thing. I probably played this position with black. Nothing to write home about. So what's the point of the Elephant Sicilian? Right. Develop pieces. This is not very effectual. Yeah, I don't think bishop d3 is the right move there. I'm going to have to come up with something better next time. Yeah, this is just not impressive. It would be okay if black had like e6 or something, but against g6, I don't think this is going to really fly. I'm giving Acerbate a major chance here, playing this garbage. This is your chance to shine, Acerbate. I know there's no Bitcoin. You're not going to like win a whole Bitcoin if you place in the top 3 here. But maybe A little bit of credibility. Anyway, happy holiday season, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Thursday night, no stream. No analysis stream this week. We're taking Thursday night off. Schedule change due to holiday. Thanks to Cooking Rooks and Mr. Coffee for your show of support today. Appreciate it. Every little bit goes a long way. So, man, I have not had time to talk about the standings. I'm just looking at the standings off stream. Bolt Blixen has 4.5, so I just need a draw. Alms has 4. World Loser 4. Acerbate 3. Asperov 3. Ruslan 3. AP 3, and Chessbid World is out. The top boards are Irun against Bolt Blixen. Or I should say Bolt Blixen against Irun. World Loser versus Alms. Looks like World Loser's black in a semi-Slav. And Alms is quite strong in the opening there. So he should be a favorite in the opening. And Asperov playing a Scotch, it looks like. The black side has some weird Scotch. Acerbate, don't freeze on me. Is the stream down again? Did lichess crash again? Don't do what you do in the simuls and just like lose on time for no reason. Where is everybody? This Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura, and these guys. Unbelievable. Acerbate, where are you? Come on. Move. This is an unsound variation. Did you get knocked off of lichess or something? You can't lose the last round and hand me the tournament without a fight. Everyone's counting on you. You owe it to the rest of the community to put up a fight here. You can't just let me win. Alright, I decided I'm not afraid of bishop g4. I'm not going to do any scaredy like h3 style stuff. Although I don't really like knight f6, knight g4, knight e3. Acerbate takes a stand with e5, or rather d5. Now that's potentially a very strong move. I think that's a good move. I didn't think he would do that. It's really not his normal modus operandi to play d5. Black has a very good game now. I'm in a lot of trouble here. It's basically like a sort of wing gambit. Kind of dubious semi-wing gambit. Grand Prix attack hybrid. Just bad for white. He has lots of good moves. Knight h6, h5, bishop g4, maybe, maybe not. Bishop f5, f6, maybe. Should he challenge my center directly? I think knight h6 is the safe bet. That's the best move. Yep. Yeah, I agree. That's definitely your best move. Correct. Okay. I'm going to try to be principled here, even though we played a very stupid opening. I'll try to play the best I can from a bad position. This and this. He can play... You know, I don't think he should give up his bishop. Like, bishop g4, h3 isn't really good. Now I played the radical f5. He's a radical. He's irradical. Your poor knight is like, oh man, you just did that to me? Well, he's still got g4. Okay, I can't let him in there. We're gonna have to... g5 is kind of a dangerous idea, actually. Later on, he can undermine my center with g5. So I don't know about this. Still, it may be good for black. Even after all this stupidity with f5, black might still have a good game. Knight f7, e6. How quickly can I regain this pawn on d4? Astrobate, where are you? No going out for smoke breaks during rapid tournament last round. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow. For those of you that can make it in the morning streams, to the morning streams, 11 a.m. Hopefully no groundbreaking bullet arenas will be taking place. Alright, well, now, I could even play c3. It's a Johnny Hector Gambit sort of thing. I am seriously worried about... Man, I don't know. Seriously worried about knight f7 and g5. If he gets that in and my e5 falls, I'll be a sorry camper. Okay, maybe b4, just directly. We might need b5. Get him away from the center. Away from my e5 pawn. Away from protecting this. Even if I have to make the anti-positional advance b5, I don't want my center to die on e5. Too important strategically for white. I knew he would do that. I'm not sure a6 is best. I mean, it's kind of reactionary, but maybe it's not bad. It costs him time though. Here, critical tempo. Now knight f7. Now is he threatening g5? Unclear. Rook e1 is interesting, but I got to get my stuff moving. No, so my opinion is that g5 is the most interesting move. I'm not saying it's sound. I'm not sure. His development is still stymied on the back rank. I mean, I guess I can just play g3 if he plays g5. It's true. It's not so simple for him. Oh, we have knight takes. We have knight takes d4 and bishop e3. The old French trick. Knight takes d4. Knight takes d4, bishop e3. It's nasty. That's a good move. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that now. I want it now. Hand it over. Knight e5. Does that work? Damn, maybe he can go knight e5 here. Knight e5. F e5. Not that knight e5. Oh my god. The other knight e5. Knight f e5. F takes e5. Bishop takes e5. I mean, he's down a piece there, though. c3. Knight takes. Pawn takes. Yeah. Bishop takes check. Knight takes. Queen takes check. Bishop e3. Unclear. I mean, it probably doesn't work. But I definitely think the other knight, if you're going to do that, you want to keep pressure on d4. Now he's basically busted. Your basic bust. Basically busto. Bishop e3, f4, bishop f2. No problem. No problemo. Black has 2 pawns for a piece, which is theoretically not enough. Now he should definitely not trade any pieces. Yeah, something like that. A good practical decision. Oh! Oh, I dropped my rook. Oops. I just dropped my rook on a1. But I think we have very good compensation here. Like bishop takes a1, queen a1, the e5, knight takes e5. It's pretty strong. I don't know if that works, so let's see. Is this a good move? Apparently. Computer doesn't want to take the rook. That's so evil. Jens is like, nah, I don't want to take that rook. You know what? I don't want to take that rook. Bishop a1, queen e1. I thought I had knight takes e5. I do. Phew, you have no development. You're just smashed here. Yeah, but the opening was not good. Bishop g7, f4. This was fine. This was fine. And then you played f5. This is a terrible lemon. A very instructive positional mistake, Astrobate. Astrobate, you went from plus 1.6 to minus 1.2 in one move. In one move, in one strategic, you lost like 3 pawns or something. That's incredible. Alright guys, back to the tournament. We've got Bo Blixen playing for second place against Jeroen. Jeroen cannot be counted out. He can be very tough at times. When you get him in his zone and the stuff that he knows, particularly stonewall positions, this looks like it was some kind of Sicilian. Jeroen is best in the birds and the stonewall type of stuff. He can play the Sveshnikov. But it looks like he's down a pawn here. Pretty serious pawn. Aspirate, you had 2 pieces that were trying to use the f5 square and then you jammed a pawn onto that square. Your pieces were angry. Uh-oh. Now what? Wow, Bo Blixen just hung a piece. He does have d7 though. He might save this. Jeroen has made sure that pawn will not go through scot-free. White's going to be down pawns in this rook ending. The only thing that can happen is dropping back rank mate. Unfortunately, Jeroen is going to lose the d4 pawn. But I think he's winning this. It should be good chances to win with the 3 on none. This is a major upset if Black wins this. But it's very hard with White's king cut off. Like, what's he gonna do? Mr. Coffee's here. Mr. Coffee, we need a quick poll. I don't know if we have time, maybe not. It's too late for the poll. But tomorrow, maybe we need a poll E4, E5, A3. E4, E5, A3. Knight F6, D4. Should that be the Pawnziani or the Pawnda Ziani? It's a poll, but we'll do it tomorrow. Or you won't be here. We got to do a poll soon. We'll remember to do it later. It's too late to do it now. All right, let's see if Jeroen can take this down. He's got experience. He should definitely be able to win. No question with two connectors. Let's check the other game. Okay, the rook pawn is usually a little tricky. That's the only game left. World loser lost. Whoa. World loser lost to Alms. Where the heck is Alms? Alms is in second place. Duh. So Alms isn't. Where the heck is Alms? He's in second place. He beat world loser in that. Yeah, I figured the Slav was favorable for Alms theoretically. Alms is in second. Bolblixen's trying to catch him. That's it. So Jeroen, it's a little tricky working with a rook pawn sometimes. I remember I had to beat Alex Scherzer once in the last round of the World Open. And he didn't resign until the very, very end. Played it out. I thought it was a little weird, but okay, it's a rook pawn. It's sometimes harder with the rook pawn because you have less places to hide your king. You don't want those pawns to get too stretched out, separated from each other. But Jeroen is an experienced enough player that I would think he's done this many times. There are obviously stalemates and tricks. Strong move. Strong move there is rook b2 check. It's a different methodology. He has made progress. It's pretty hard to stop him. Black's made tons of progress. It's pretty easy to win this. Just distance the rook. Nothing to think about. Yeah, this move doesn't make progress. He'll just go to h2. That's actually a mistake by black. I mean by white. It was a mistake to play it that way. Last chance is some kind of weird stalemate. He just resigned. He resigned faster than Grandmaster Alex Scherzer did. Anyway, respect. So we've got Sparkle Force somehow winning it with 6.5. Playing some unsound Pawnda Zianis. Performance 25-16. A tough draw against world loser. Alms was second place. Thanks for playing, man. I'm not sure he's always able to play more than a couple games. So thanks to Stefan for playing 5 out of 7 for a clear second place. And Bolblixen played tough. I was kind of lucky to win against him. Objectively, that should have been a draw. So he was unfortunately losing in the last round against Jeroen. That game we just watched there. Major upset. If Bolblixen wins that game, he wins second place. And 12 billion bitcoins. Third place to Bolblixen. Thank you guys for playing. We've got World Loser in 4th, Ruslan 5th, Asterbait Asparagus, AP87, Jeroen, Chess for the World, Zen Chess, Sumaher, ST33, Flair Ripun, and Boca. A little bit of a smaller tournament tonight. I think everyone's got stuff going on for the holidays. So hopefully next week we'll get back to a full-strength event. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. We've got the morning stream with Weird Wednesday, and I think I'll do a little mini raid. We don't have many viewers, but I think Bia's streaming. We can do that. Either raid Bia or someone else. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't go anywhere.